Welcome to Tropical Palms. Tropical Palms is located in Kissimmee, Florida. It's about 2.5 miles to Disney World. This is the closest resort available to Disney World without staying on Disney property. It's a very pretty resort. Palm trees, lots of lush foliage. Here's the Sandcastle area, and this is where our Sandcastle number 64 is located. Behind me is the office, which is about maybe 1,500 feet or so from our Sandcastle. There you can find milk, bread, coffee in the morning, complimentary. This is the first row of Sandcastles. And let's take you over to Aruba, where ours is located. Way over, I'll show you to the right, just beyond that fence, is a walkway that is also owned by Tropical Palms that takes you to Old Town, which is straight ahead. You'll see the bungee jump. The poles for it located right there. Less than a 5-minute walk. And we're now on Aruba Trail to take you to Sandcastle 64. These are all of our neighbors. It's a very pretty area. Looks like a New England village or a Key West village. Nice lighted lamps throughout the area. And here is our Sandcastle. A front porch with 2 folding chairs and 2 swivel rockers with a tray. You can have a sandwich and some ice water or an iced tea in the afternoon. And here's the view from our front porch. Again, over in that area, which is to the left of the porch, is the walkway to Old Town, less than a 5-minute walk. And all of the rest of the Sandcastles and neighbors. Everybody's great. It's a quiet night tonight. There's a little bit of thunder in the background. Not typical for Florida, but in August it is. On the porch we have a ceiling fan and light. A long driveway. 2-3 cars can fit in here easily. So don't forget to take me along with you if you go. The other side of the Sandcastle. And the Sandcastles to the back. If you decide to come and stay, we have a pool that's led to by a walkway, which is right down the street, which we'll be taking you to. Just outside the Sandcastle, walking west, which is down the street. I'll show you the path that takes you over to the office and or the swimming pool. This here, over to the right, you can go to some other Sandcastles. There's a walkway throughout the whole resort. And here's ours that leads to the swimming pool. The pool is about a 1.5 to 2-minute walk from the Sandcastle. If you walk slow, make that 2.5 minutes. You can see a Sandcastle, an actual Sandcastle built there, if you will. It's fashioned in such a way to represent the Sandcastles. Past the Sandcastle area, once again we're into the RV section of the resort. Very nicely done. Straight ahead is the office. Show you where we are. Up in the front was that sign I showed you earlier. Again, the office in the middle, and pool straight ahead off to the right. More scenery on the way to the pool. Ooh, I think you might have been able to hear that thunder in the background. Straight ahead is the pool area and the thunder. I'm not sure how much you'll be able to see. I'm not sure how many people are in the pool. It's very warm out. It's almost 100. The pool has lots of chairs, lots of umbrellas, lots of tables. DJ playing every afternoon. Unbelievable thunder. How would it know I'm filming? Come on. Tons of lounge chairs. Over 100. Very beautiful pool. Very, very warm and beautiful. A beach snack hut, which is open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Sunday through Thursday, and Friday and Saturday open 7 a.m. to 9. You're going to have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Very good food. Very nice pool area. Volleyball net in place. Basketball hoop in place. The pool goes from 3.5 feet to 8.5 feet. There is a kiddie pool over under the yellow umbrella. It's a splash kiddie pool, and there's a little fountain coming down in it. There's also a laundromat in here, even though we have a washer dryer. If you'd like to get some things done in a bigger fashion rather than just 1 or 2 pieces at a time, help yourself to the laundromat. And back that road and off to the left, there's a big surprise waiting for those that decide to visit. There's an alligator pond. That's right, 5-foot alligators. They go from 3 to 5 feet. Once they reach 5 feet, they do take the alligators out and leave them out in native waters. Getting away from the pool, heading back towards the office and the sandcastle. The lush tropical surroundings. They're very beautiful. There's the sandcastles. That's about how far away it is. As I said, 1.5 to 2 minute walk. 2.5 minutes for those that are a little bit slower. It's a very friendly park, very friendly resort. Walt Disney shuttle buses are available throughout the day, morning through night. I believe they are $6 a person. I have more information in the brochure. Also, shuttles to SeaWorld and Universal Studios are available. Airport service is available by the Mears shuttle bus or taxi. No reason to rent a car, and if you want to, up along that fence I was telling you about that goes to Old Town, budget rental car is straight ahead. Up there before the bungee jumps, if you can see those, and I'm sure you'll all want to go on those. I know I can't wait. We are back at the path that will lead us to Sandcastle number 64. We have a lot more information in the brochure about Old Town. You can look it up, the website that I've given you. Certainly a worthwhile trip on a Friday or Saturday night. Saturday is the big night with the car cruise. And here we are back to the other path and the road that leads us home. Back to Sandcastle 64. And the Sandcastle does have availability to internet. I believe it's like $7.95 for the week. You just sign up online. If you want to bring your laptop, don't know many of you that want to go on vacation with your laptop, but if you would like to. And if you need more information, just let us know. Thanks for touring Sandcastle number 64.